Good day, folks. In today's video, we're going to do a sunlight performance comparison video of all the screens you see here in front of me. We've got the Smart Controller at 1000 nits. We've got the ultra bright 7.8-inch Crystal Sky at 2000 nits, and we've got the iPhone 8 at approximately 600 nits. We're going to power them on in direct sunlight so we can get a good comparison of how each one performs. So let's just jump right in and take a look. So a lot of times when I'm creating videos, a lot of it is by request, and a lot of times it's from questions from viewers. I still get a lot of questions every week about the Smart Controller and the Crystal Sky, whether they're worth the money to upgrade. Especially when it comes to the Smart Controller and the Ultra Bright Crystal Sky, I get asked all the time what's my favorite and what do I prefer. So we're going to cover all that, but first let's get right into the comparison and we'll see how each one performs in direct sunlight. And then afterwards I'll kind of give you my thoughts on which one I prefer. As you can see, I've got all three screens set up and ready to go. I have the Crystal Sky connected to the Mavic 2 Zoom. I have the iPhone 8 connected to the Mavic Air. And I have the Smart Controller connected to the Mavic 2 Pro. So as you can see, there is quite a bit of a brightness difference. The Smart Controller is 1000 nits. The Crystal Sky is 2000 nits. And then of course we've got the iPhone here, and you can see just the dramatic difference compared to the brighter screens. So as you can see there's the 1000 nit Smart Controller compared to the 2000 nit Crystal Sky, and there's the iPhone 8 compared to the Crystal Sky. Flying with a phone on a bright sunny day can be quite challenging sometimes without a sun hood. Now in that comparison you can see that I didn't include the 5.5-inch Crystal Sky, and the reason being is that it is 1000 nits and it's at the same brightness as the Smart Controller. In the video it was very clear to see that the 2000 nit ultra bright Crystal Sky was definitely the easiest to see in direct sunlight. But with that said, it does come with a big price tag. It's almost $1,000 to purchase just the screen alone. Now, depending on what country you're from, the Smart Controller is $799, so both of them are quite pricey. But it was very clear in a video using a smartphone to fly a drone on a very bright day can be very challenging. Definitely using a sun hood does help that, but that comes with its own set of challenges as well. And if you're using an iPad mini to fly, it's even worse. I'm not sure what the nits are of that, but I know it's less than a smartphone. So definitely when I head out to fly, it's either with the Crystal Sky, the Ultra Bright, or the Smart Controller. Which one is my favorite and which one do I prefer using? It's really kind of a toss-up. I love the 2000 nit brightness. Even over the 1000 nit, there is quite a bit of difference there. And I love the 7.8-inch screen. It's just more immersive. You can really kind of focus on what you're filming. You can see more detail, and it's just a little bit easier. But with that said, as you can see, there is quite a bit of bulk to it. A setup like this can be a little heavy and can be a little taxing if you're doing a lot of flying in a day. The Smart Controller is still nice and bright. It's at 1000 nits, and it's just much more convenient. You just power it on, and basically you're ready to go. You don't have to worry about mounting a screen in there or the extra bulk of carrying a Crystal Sky around with you. So for myself, I tend to fly with the Smart Controller more frequently. If I'm heading out to a really interesting location, I'll definitely bring the Crystal Sky and sometimes pull it out. I'll maybe do a flight with the Smart Controller and then do one with the Crystal Sky. It is a little bit cheaper to get up and running with the Smart Controller if you already own the Mavic 2 series drone. You can purchase it, like I said, for $799. Or if you're going to be purchasing a Mavic 2 drone, you do have the option of buying the Smart Controller bundled in. Now, just before I go here, in case anybody is interested to know, I'm using the Polar Pro flight deck to mount the Crystal Sky to the controller. This is by far my favorite mount. It's very customizable on how you have it angled and positioned compared to a lot of the Crystal Sky mounts. As you can see there's 2 points at which you can adjust it. And not only that, it removes quite easily, and it folds down into almost nothing. So when you're packing up for the day, you can easily stick this in a backpack, and it doesn't take up a lot of room. The other nice thing about the Crystal Sky is that you can purchase these directly from DJI. This is a sun hood, and it's a nice little accessory for it. As you can see there, it just mounts on nice and easily. First thing it does, it kind of acts as a screen protector. Keeps the screen protected when you have this, say, in a backpack or in a camera bag. But the nice thing it does, you just lift that up, and it folds right out into a sun hood to give you an even clearer picture on extremely bright days. So definitely a must-have if you own a Crystal Sky or you're thinking about getting one. Now, one last thing I should mention before I go as well, purchasing a Crystal Sky can be a little bit difficult. The Canadian DJI website is pretty well all out of stock of all the sizes of the Crystal Sky. On the American DJI website, the 7.8-inch Crystal Sky, both the standard brightness and the ultra bright, are out of stock. The only one available is the 5.5-inch. Now, you can still get them from some third-party sellers, including Amazon. I'll include the links down below to both the DJI store and to Amazon on if you want to check the Crystal Sky out further. Well folks, that's basically it for my video. Hopefully you found this video informative and enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.